we see, unfortunately, maybe we don't know what is the criteria that is used to select uh, those players, right? But we are here. We are here. It's three Kaizer Chiefs players now, and Retlaring, no, it was a good performance. We being together with obviously the my former colleagues and the ones that did it before us. We had a three-generation team, yeah, Kaizer Chiefs, and I saw just Khanyane, the game they played in that tournament they played ka weekend, go Richards Bay, the semi-final when they lost. So they need time. I feel that they need time, right? Afcon, and also at this point in time, a lot of players tse re di nkileng are players that are not attached to the teams for whatever reason, for different reasons, and it's their opportunity to obviously showcase their capabilities, their talent to the continent, not only the South Africans, to the continent, and then hopefully that when we coming back and we done, we have won the tournament, about half of the team would have gotten the contract elsewhere in Africa, and show the world or the continent that South Africa has the best talent.
Yeye, the man who's been there and done that. Now, catch Yeye and his thoughts every week on Omni Audio with soccer knowledge that will make your ears burst and your jaw drop wide open. It's Yeye time. Exclusive to Omni Audio and live on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and X every Monday at 1200 hours.
Yeah. Dumelang. It is that time of the week. It's Yeye time. Let's do it again, okay? Let's do it. All right.
Grootman, you look very tired. Very, very tired. Balmati sitse bosibusiso zuma kwa. Balmati sitse mole you played the Toyota Cup this weekend. You represented the legends of Kaizer Chiefs. You guys played to a draw, and then you won in penalties. Funny enough, even the first team had to depend on penalties to decide the match. Unfortunately, they lost. What do you make of your performance before we talk about the first team?
Personal or the legends performance?
The legends performance, the whole team.
Okay. No, it was a good performance. We being together with obviously my former colleagues and the ones that did it before us. We had a three-generation team, yeah, Kaizer Chiefs, and then playing with those people or that group, it was fun. The game was good. It was good. Very competitive. Missed a lot of chances, but yeah, it was a good game. We ended up winning on penalties, but it was a good exercise and for ourselves and entertainment for the supporters.
Man, the performance of the first team is really concerning, especially given how they performed during their pre-season tour in the Netherlands, and then they come back, play Asante Kotoko. That was, for me personally, a match that they should have won and at least give their supporters hope leading into the season. And honestly, how far do you think they're going to make it this season?
Personally, I felt it was a better and improved performance from the one Netherlands, and which is, if it's an improved performance, that's a positive. I think. Are we there yet? Are we at the point where we'll say we are okay, we are comfortable that we'll be able to compete fully? No, we are not there yet. But I'll take comfort, Khanyane, to say, okay, we are getting better from all the pre-season games that we played. Go Netherlands, the last one that was played, Asante Kotoko should have won. Yes, but we did not really create a lot of chances that gives us a chance to win the game. One that I can really remember, it was the one year, crossbar, Yamdo, and then others were like a half chance, nyana here and there. So we can't win a game, a football match, without creating scoring chances and a lot of those. So we, as much as I say it was an improved performance, we still have a lot of work to do. We still have a lot of things to sort out as a team, and obviously to try and win a football match and then compete in the league.
Man, you've watched them closely. I'd like to believe you've watched them closely, and as someone who's played the game himself, who is now a coach, I mean, you might have spotted a few areas of improvement. Which areas of improvement have you spotted from this Kaizer Chiefs side? Where do they need to improve, and what changes would you suggest for them?
Watching them, watching the club, the team rather, Coco Netherlands, I had concerns obviously with how we considered the goals, right, and more of a defenders or defending department. It was my concern, but then we came weekend. It was much better. It sort of gave me a comfort nyana to say we are much better. We have improved, but one that sort of concerns me. It is striking department. It is midfielders that are offensive. That helps obviously to support the striker. Because we might complain about the striker, but most of the time or most part of the game, he's always isolated, he's always alone and does not have support from those midfielders. So we need midfielders that are not scared of getting into the box, that are not scared taking risk and create those opportunities for a striker or for themselves to score.
I know, Khotman. Khotman, you are traveling with the Chen team to the Bafana team that have been selected to go play Kochen.
Yes.
And we see Orlando Pirates have recently announced the release of Zakele Lipasa.
Yeah.
Khotman, which players are you happy to work with La Payana, and what do you look forward to?
Sure. Personally, it's obviously another experience of going into a big tournament, representing my country, and then hopefully that we win the Chen tournament, because the Chen tournament, it is considered as like the second biggest tournament in Africa after AFCON. So it also gives an opportunity for only local players from those countries to participate in that. So no international players or players that are playing outside their countries are allowed to take part. So we got the best that we can at the moment, because one, the challenge is other players, because it's still pre-season for other clubs. It's not a FIFA calendar, so teams cannot release the players because of obviously they're preparing for the upcoming season. And we know MTN8 starting this weekend, so any player that you want from those teams, definitely you will not get. But I'm confident that the players that we have in camp are good enough to go out there and represent the country well.
But man, a lot of people don't take Chen serious. They don't really care about Chen, but Babanga. And I think it's a very important tournament because, as you had mentioned right now, there are some players basnang the team, but at least they go there, they get to play and they get scouted. Not only here in South Africa, because it's played all over Africa. You might find one moving to Bo Widad and there's other teams. Well, enough for you personally, what is the importance of having a Chen tournament?
like I said, important haholo. It gives a group or a crop of players that cannot find an opportunity or that does not selected to go and play CAF, right? AFCON. And also at this point in time, a lot of players tse re di nkileng are players that are not attached to the teams for whatever reason, for different reasons. And then it's their opportunity to obviously showcase their capabilities, their talent to the continent, not only the South Africans, to the continent. And then hopefully that when we coming back and we done, we have won the tournament, about half of the team would have gotten the contract elsewhere in Africa, and show the world or the continent that South Africa has the best talent.
All right, Khotman. This weekend, Diashuba, MTN 8 kicks off. I think a lot of us are looking forward to this because this practically means that the season is back. Diasuga, Diatoma. Orlando Pirates take on Polokwane City first match. Are we going to see the new players, Mole, or do you think the new Orlando Pirates coach is going to keep Jose Rivero's team and then make changes as the season progresses?
I think the most likely new players to see would be Sipho Mbule and maybe Kimankan, the winger, Apolis, and the one from Amazulu, forgot the name. So maybe those are the players that most likely we can see, but I don't see the coach. I had the changes from the team. Coach Jose, mainly because he doesn't maybe want to tamper with how the team was doing. He doesn't want to change, to make big changes as early as Akata Hukena now. So we'll probably see the smaller changes here and there, and then maybe see Sihentuli because of Makaula is not there. We might also see him because also he did very well. Sihle is one of the players that did well through the preseason games. So we most probably to see him against Polokwane City.
Would be interesting to see how Ozuna Police is going to play against his former club. Polokwane City, Hotman, they weren't that busy also during this transfer window. Like, we haven't heard much announcements of players that they signed. The biggest announcement we heard from the club was that they released Ozuna Police so Orlando Pirates could sign him. How do you see them playing against Pirates? But it's Harelanyana, maybe. Or was it 2-0 Nyana Pirates?
2-0 Komang.
For Pirates.
So predictable score. It is not going to be an easy game. Honestly, it is not going to be an easy game. Polokwane City was stubborn, man, and especially when they play against big teams. And Basokolisa Pirates, that's always been the case when Pirates plays Polokwane City. Do I see them winning against Orlando Pirates? I don't see them winning, but I don't think Pirates will be an easy game as most probably people would think is going to be a walk in the park. Polokwane City, very stubborn, very talented players that no one knows, and up until and they show you they have the capability of competing at that level.
And man, before we move on to these other clubs, Pirates, it has been a very big speculation in the streets that Relebohile Mfokeng might be leaving this season. How Chebile via president?
Avai, in fact. In fact. Listen. For me, if it's true, there's an opportunity, I would obviously be happy if the team allows him to go and showcase his talent to the world, and then also make money for himself and his family, improve his obviously football and get better, compete with the best in the world. So yeah, we'll see. But if I can hear Horebare, it has been concluded he's leaving, I'll be one of the happiest people in the country to see him leave.
Skukuno United will play TS Galaxy same day as Pirates play Polokwane City at 6 p.m. Mole Rwanang, TS Galaxy win, Skukuno United win.
Skukun is one team that has been busy. They've been busy. But also honestly, they've signed good quality players. Maybe the number that is signing Stawana now is going to 13 or 14, because every week there's someone that is being announced by Polokwane City. So there's a lot of players that they've announced. Not Polokwane City, rather Skukuni. And those are very good and other decent players. They'll definitely add value to the team. TS Galaxy, I think I saw about 7 announcement yadi player, 7 or 11. I can't remember also, but Libona they've registered a lot of players because they've released also a lot of players. So it was important for them to try and find balance of the players that they released, find replacements, and then also maybe add on players to help them throughout the season. I think with the players that they've signed versus the players that Skukuni have signed, I will lean more to Sikukuni than TS Galaxy. I think Skukuni will take this one.
The following day, Stellenbosch take on Amazulu. Man, this one is another one that's quite tricky.
Yeah.
But if you ask me, I'd put my money on Stellenbosch.
Stellis. How much? Yeah, a tricky one. Stellis, they just lost their captain Basadin to Mamelodi Sundowns. But besides 1 or 2 or 3 players that they've allowed to leave, they still practically have the same group of players that have been there the past season. As we also know that they rely more on their DTC players, and then I know their structure is very, very proper in terms of integrating younger players into the first team. I don't think the struggle will be that much for them into the game versus Amazulu, like they have a lot of new players, a lot of youngsters into the team. I saw just Khanyane, the game they played in that tournament they played ka weekend, go Richards Bay, the semi-final when they lost. So they need time. I feel that they need time. A lot of youngsters by designing or players that they've signed, they have a potential. They are talented. But I think for that level, to understand what Coach Athazwani wants them to do, I think it will need time. And Stellis might steal this one because Stellis has an advantage. They've been together for longer versus Amazon players.
Later on in the day, Mamelodi Sundowns Kabuyelo take on the Rich Boys of Durban, Richards Bay. One would argue and say that this is definitely going to be for Mamelodi Sundowns, but we've seen how Mamelodi Sundowns perform in domestic competitions. They don't really play well, and I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea also if one would say that Richards Bay Nyana.
Richards Bay, they have 2 confidence booster at the moment. One, they won that tournament at KZN. They beat Durban City 1-0. 2, they're playing against Mamelodi Sundowns. So you don't really need more motivation than that. Playing a big team, Mamelodi Sundowns, and then coming from winning a tournament the previous weekend, I think the confidence is high. I think they feel hore where they are, they have a chance of winning against Mamelodi Sundowns. Versus Sundowns, they started last week their preseason. They've been in the Northwest, I think, even today, I think back on Northwest, doing their preseason. So I think the experience, Sundowns will make them go through. Play wise, I don't think it will be like a smooth or a smooth and flowing game that Mamelodi Sundowns usually plays. But like I said, confidence, yabona, the experience yabona will make them win that game against Richards Bay.
Godman, there isn't really much to talk about, but we just cannot talk about the PSL Awards. Tonight we will find out who's going to win what. I think the biggest category of them all that everyone is anticipating is the Betway Player of the Season. Number one, Godman, are you happy with the nominees before we even say who deserves to win it? Are you happy with the nominees?
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with the nominees. I'm happy.
So all three of these guys deserve to be nominated?
Most definitely.
And then, Godman, who are you giving it to and why?
Sure. If I would be allowed to give a biased thing, and I would give it to Rele. Honestly, I would give it to him. Mainly because for me he has done well for himself, for the club, and he has been consistent, sharp. But the stats and the numbers moves towards Ribeiro, of which that's what makes you win such awards. So Ribeiro definitely takes this one, mainly because the numbers are higher than Zarele in terms of the assists, in terms of goals and matches and whatnot. So Ribeiro will take this one, probably take this one.
Relebogile Mfokeng is also nominated for PSL Young Player of the Season. Do you think it's fair, Hotman, to still consider him a Young Player of the Season? He won it last year, yes, but I mean, look at how the boy has matured in his game, and he's the face of the league, one of the best players we have currently. Do you think it's fair that they still want to include him in the Young Player of the Season category?
Does he still qualify for the younger nomination, young player nomination? And if he does, I'll give him 20 times. It's okay. He's still young. He still qualifies, and he does well in his category. So, if he still qualifies in that category based on the age, why not? Give him. He does. He has shown Hori he's the best in that category, or in according to the age mates. He has proved that. So why don't you give him? Move him up until the other ones catch up.
So are you saying that he should win it?
Yes, sir. Definitely. Give him.
Sure, I know. Really, he's really loved. Let's move to a category that includes your position, a position that you used to play, midfield of the season. There's Debucho Mokwena, there's Alende from Mamelodi Sundowns, and there's Makehleni Makaula from Orlando Pirates, who had a beautiful season.
Yeah.
Do these guys deserve to be nominated?
All of them. Mm-hmm. Most definitely. All of them, they influenced the games for their clubs. All of them were consistent in their performances, so they deserve to be in that group. Alande, Debza, Makaula. Makaula will not get, and this is me, right? Makaula will not obviously get get it because of Pirates did not win the league. Then for me that cancels him. Tebogo, Allende, very tricky one. I love them both. They are good players. I'll give it to Tebogo.
Mrembula.
Yeah, I'll give it to Tebza.
I feel it, man. Let's close off with this one. It's the Nedbank Cup. Your team, man, Kaizer Chiefs. There's 3 players from Kaizer Chiefs nominated there.
Okay, clean sweep is.
Clean sweep. It just has to be a Kaizer Chiefs player. Man, if we're being honest, how much ever, ne? Sharp. Kaizer Chiefs won the Nedbank Cup.
Yeah.
But for me personally, they didn't have players that stood out throughout the tournament that we can say, Bafing. When he wins that thing, Nelly wins that chance. And we even saw how they won against Mamelodi Sundowns, to how they played when they played Pirates in the final. To have all 3 of these guys nominated.
Kinana know why Pirates support, I know. We see, unfortunately, maybe we don't know what is the criteria that is used to select those players, right? But we are here. It's 3 Kaizer Chiefs players now, and the winner must definitely be there, and like I said, ka Makaola, to say the most thing or one of the criteria that should be used, it's first, did you win that tournament or that game or whatever? That definitely should be one of the first, because you perform well to influence games so that you achieve something, right? And then Kaizer Chiefs played Netbacks and they won them however they won it, and they are here now. So Modi scored, I think, 4 goals to make them win, or to contribute in them winning the tournament. So I think they deserve to be amongst or the 3 of those players in that category. Was it possible if by added someone elsewhere? Nah, I think it was. I think there was that room, but whoever that selected those players did that for whatever reason. But I'm not complaining, and I'll give it to Modi.
Good man. Just before we let you go, what do you think the awards are virtual again? I mean, it's post-COVID, and we see right now we can book venues and we all be in the same place. I mean, sometimes I think it's special and means a lot to the players when they win awards in a room that's packed. And sometimes it's nice to see the players interact with each other, even though they were like competing for the prize. Whoever wins it, and you see they communicating with each other. What do you think the awards are virtual again this year?
I think because of time, because remember, Mamelodi Sundowns needed to go and prepare for Club World Cup, go United States around the time where season ya fela, and around the time earlier Nedbank Cup final. So usually the awards it's either that weekend, Nedbank, or the following weekend. So they were moved because of that, and I'm not sure why they were not obviously done in between that time, but we know hore league yaqala MTN8 this weekend, so we can't have the awards after the league have started, which is the league iqalaka MTN8. So an award for MTN8 must be obviously given to someone also before the new tournament starts. So I think visually it was the best option for them to be done, kapela, or rather before the league starts.
Godman, I almost forgot to ask you this. Zakele Lipasa is a free agent, but I see a lot of people on social media pushing for Kaizer Chiefs to sign him. Do you think he would do well at Kaizer Chiefs given the chance?
Zakele Lipasa is coaching team now. Maybe everyone else should wait to see him back go athola form ya gae, and then after when he decide go batla go ya ko kae, and also when they have seen the contribution that he has sort of given go the national team go Uganda, it will be easier for people to see no, and obviously himself to make a decision. Currently he's not at his best shape, to be honest, and I don't want people to put pressure on him with naming the team that he should join or go to, or team that wants him and whatnot. So he's not in a good shape in terms of obviously his past injury, but he's getting there, and then I can assure you that by the time we start the tournament, he'll be ready to compete there. He'll be ready to try and then regain his form, score goals, and by the time we come back, he'll have a team that he will sign for and play for the upcoming season.
Khanman, we look forward to the Chen tournament. We can't wait to see you guys play. We also look forward to the awards, and we hope Relay wins. PSL Footballer of the Year. Khanman, thank you so much for your time. I think Rekakal.
No, thank you. Yeah, I'm also looking forward to the Chen tournament that is starting on the 4th of August. Uganda, Tanzania, and Kenya, and yeah, Bafana will be there representing the country. We would appreciate obviously the support that from this side while we're that side aware.